Go.
So hey guys, this report is my weekly report for the 21st of December. But I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in the fishing industry for 30 years. And when I do these reports, I get a lot of my info from guides, local guides, friends, customers. And I'm on the water 3 or 4 times a week. So all my stuff is pretty current. Also, if you're on your way Saturday morning, out ready to go fishing or something, and you turn in your AM dial to 1140, and I'm on the California Sportsman Set Show at 640, and if I hear anything between now and then, I usually tell you what's going on. So it's really current. So let's get on with this report. First, I always start out, out in the ocean. And I was out there this last Sunday, and 3 boats of us went out. I took my grandson Dylan, and we had a really good day. We had our 40 crabs, we had our 10 rockfish each, and we also had our 2 lingcod each. So we limited out on lingcod first. And if you look back a couple weeks ago, I did a video on a Monday about how to catch hitchhiker lingcod. Well, I just went out and did the same thing, and we had easy limits. We caught a lot of fish. It was a great day. It was calm out there, and if I were to tell you, that's probably what I would do right now because the weather's so cold around here. I would probably get out and go to the ocean and either go crabbing or go rock fishing, because you only have till the 31st of this month to do it. Crab season goes on till June, but rock fishing ends on the 31st. So one of the things also I heard is that, a lot of kayak guys are out there at Tamales Bay, where you don't have to go very far, and they're catching good quality crab. And they're catching a lot of them in like 40 to 50 feet of water. So that's one good thing. I mean, you could probably go there in a boat and also catch them, no problem. So everything else in the ocean's kind of calmed down a little bit, and the halibut and the bass kind of calmed down, but a lot of guys aren't going after them anymore. So they probably had enough, catching of a halibut, the guys that have been doing it. But the striper fishing, I heard around Suisun has been just off the hook. And I talked to Dave Hurley, and he said that, he couldn't even believe how many fish that they caught. And good sized fish, fishing at 8 to 15 pound range. So to me, they're on their way into the Delta, and they'll be there pretty soon. But the Delta, I was down there yesterday, and the water temperature was 48 degrees, and it's a little bit stained. I caught stripers. I didn't catch a whole lot of them. I only fished for about 5 hours, and we caught around 12, which is not very good this time of the year. But what I noticed that the water where I was up in Liberty has gotten a little bit clearer, and a lot of the weeds are starting to die off. So, it's going to be just any time right now. I think we're going to get some sun coming this weekend. It'll warm it up a little bit, and I think those fish will be here real quick. But I know there's guys trolling out in the Rio Vista to Collinsville area, and they're also doing pretty good. Sturgeon fishing's been good. Suisun inward to Martinez. It's been really good, and the go-to bait has been roe, but you can catch them on shrimp and ghost shrimp. The Sacramento River doesn't look that stained to me. It looked like it had a little green to it, and usually when that water comes down, like when we get a rain and it dirties up the Sacramento River, those sturgeons start making their way up to the Sacramento River. I think it's going to maybe take another good dosing of rain before that happens, but I'm sure there's always some in the system. But I think when the bulk of them come, it'll be on this next rain. So other things going on, the bass fishing down the Delta has been really tough. I haven't even tried it. The last time I went was up north, up by the Meadows, and it was kind of tough. I caught about a dozen fish, and I caught them all throwing jerk baits. And I would pause it for a long time, almost let it sit there, and I'd drag it like a worm. But the water's still clear up there, so that might be somewhere where I might try. But the Central Delta has been really slow, Steve Cooper told me the other day that, you know, he's been going out and it's been really terrible. So the water temperature over there, he told me, was around 47, 48, and it's been really tough. Other things going around in the area is trout fishing. Comanche, I heard, is red hot. They're planting a lot of fish in there, and they're planting good sized ones. So there's a lot of them fishing at 5 to 8 pound range, with some being even over 10 pounds being caught. Amador's been a little bit quiet because Amador's a little smaller lake, and then when it rained hard like it did this last couple of weeks, the water got a little off color and it's been a little bit tough. Collins has been good, and I know Folsom's been good, but Folsom's still 5 mile an hour launch, speed limit, and you only can launch at Granite Bay. But those areas, I would think Builder's Bar would also be a good choice around here. Other things going on, American River and the Feather River, as far as like steelhead, it's been really slow. You know, you think that all these salmon that had come up in our river systems, because there was a lot of them in America, you know, the last couple of weeks that were spawning, and there's a lot of dead fish on the bank right now, but there would be some steelhead falling. That's what usually happens. And I thought after this last rain we had that they would have made their way up, but they haven't. It's kind of a weird all-around year this year. Everything's been kind of late, and it's been kind of a off year, what I would say. Everything, you just have to wait, and you have to wait. And everything's been that way. Everything's been a little bit late this year. So one of the things I want to also tell you guys is that my weekly videos that I usually come out on Mondays, they won't start coming back out till after the first of the year. And we took a break from that. I'm doing these weekly reports, but the Monday videos will not come back on till after the first of the year. And then I'll get back on it, and then, you know, I'll start doing more videos, so you'll have one on Monday and Wednesday. So I hope this report will help you. I hope you guys like it. Hit that like button, and if you subscribe, it really helped my channel out a lot. You know, when you subscribe, you have to either have a Gmail account or you have to register with YouTube. Otherwise, when you hit the subscribe, it just kicks you off. And it doesn't cost you anything. And all they do that so they know the demographics of the person that's watching it, so they want to know how old you are and stuff like that. So it really helped my channel out. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you next week.